Hello everybody, hope everything's well, and as always, let's jump right into this. Now, like I said, this is going to be one of the last videos. I'm going to be talking about politics and, things of that nature. I just wanted to show you, ladies and gentlemen, and give you a general idea on how everything is controlled. You understand? Because if it wasn't to this degree, you would be seeing some extraordinary stuff already. Right? And I'm going to be putting another video up talking about what people in the past thought the future was going to look like. All right. But like I always say, I don't want to get off topic here. Now, as you can see, this woman right here, she won the Nobel Peace Prize for medicine. This is from BBC.com. So, okay, she won the Nobel Prize for medicine, but she doesn't have a medical degree or a PhD. Attended a pharmaceutical pharmacology school in Beijing shortly after she became a researcher at the Academy of Chinese Traditional Medicine. In China, she's being called the three no's winner: no medical degree, no doctorate, and she's never been overseas. And as you can see, she was recruited to a top secret government unit. All right. Now, I'm going to let you guys read the rest of this on your own. I'll put the link in the description, of course. Okay. But the point really of this video was, don't think that you have to go to some school to make it or be who you want to be, okay? Listen to what this guy did. He invented a water-powered car, and listen to his credentials.
4 years ago, he's not a scientist, he isn't even a chemist. In fact, he never graduated from college. Myers was determined, he says, to design something to protect this country from oil embargoes.
Okay, so there you go. I mean, dag, you see what I'm saying? As long as you're motivated, you can create anything you want. This guy didn't graduate college. You understand what I'm saying? He's not even a scientist, not a chemist, nothing. But he invents a water-powered car? Do you understand what I'm saying, people? Because the point is, most of these inventions, okay, these major breakthroughs are done by people who had an idea. They had no formal educational background, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Because the knowledge you need to do what you want to do is already there. We got libraries, people. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you go to these colleges, they make it where they want you to think a certain way, all right? And let's say you create a genius project. They take that project, tell everybody else that it doesn't exist or it shouldn't matter, and then they use that to their own benefit. Because remember, these colleges are ran by Jesuits, which I'm going to show you very shortly. Now, this boy right here, okay, and now remember, this white dude, he lives in America, right? Imagine all the resources he had to create that water-powered car. Now, this is a boy from Africa. Now, you know that they don't have much down there, okay? But just listen to what he can do, all right, teaching himself, all right, with no formal education, no schools like that, all right? And I'll also put this link in the description. And also, I don't know if they're going to talk about it here, but his village doesn't have energy for like weeks on end. And this boy figured out electronics so that he can change that for his village. Now listen to this.
Kelvin is extraordinarily talented. He literally goes to trash cans, finds broken electronic parts in the garbage, and makes stuff on his own.
He's taught himself how to do incredibly intricate things with very, very little resources.
Okay. Now that's just a small clip, of course, but as you can see, all right, M.I.T. is interested in him. Remember, this is pretty dated, but as you can see, he's 20 now. But as you can freaking see, okay, that with little resources, this boy was able to do all this. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? And everybody has the brains to do it. But you see, in America, most black people are attacked, especially in school. When you're a child, they attack you, all right? So most black kids don't even bother because they feel like they're not worthy or they feel like they're not capable, okay? But the thing is, these teachers be seeing these black kids and they be like, Dad, he's doing that at this age, I gotta shut this down. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's why that's why the black community is the way it is now. And I already showed you that they're messing with our food too, so that's not helping anyone at all as well. All right, shutting down certain parts of the brain to access higher parts of awareness and everything. All right. Now, the college conspiracy. Now, this guy right here, all right, talks about how it wasn't a common thing for a person to get a 4.0. All right, that's not common. Like he was saying, like, I don't know. He's gonna say it right now. I think he was saying 40, 60 years. Like you would have a couple hundred people get 4.0s. In the 40, 60 years, only a couple hundred. That's, you know what I mean? Now he's saying it's like an everyday thing that people can get 4.0 great GPAs. Also, now people know that people who go to college, and you heard this saying, people who went to college gain $1 million more than their colleagues who did not go to college. Okay. Now, they're also going to tell you that 70% of people who graduated in 2009 went to college. So that means 70% of people are going to be making $1 million more than the 30 who did not go. Now, that doesn't make any sense. First of all, that'll create hyperinflation. You know what I'm saying? And if everybody's going for the same thing, how's anyone going to succeed? Only a couple people are going to get that prestigious spot. Understand? Now, listen to what he has to say.
Grade point average. And the first plaque had, all the plaques were basically full of names. But the first plaque had the first 50 or 60 years of the university represented. To fill that plaque with the 20 or so names on it required 50 or 60 years of higher education. Of course, in the most recent 5 years, there were multiple plaques for every year. We're churning out 4.0 students at the rate of a couple hundred a year. That used to mean something. If you're the only person in the first 40 years of the history of the institution to have a 4.0, that's meaningful. Now everybody's a 4-point student. Our standards have fallen so profoundly that anybody with a heartbeat can get a 4-point average. It's just absurd.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to let this play a little bit more so you guys can, I just want to comment on this a little bit. But as you can see, okay, they don't care about bettering civilization or anything like that, because we already would have been living in a utopia right now, Elysium. You understand what I'm saying? I already showed you that we could have had free energy, okay? And I'm sure those who watching my videos seen other people talking about this as well, okay? We're talking about pills that could increase longevity, increase intelligence, muscle capacity. You understand what I'm saying? We already got this technology. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why they have it like this, where they have to tell people, okay, in order to get a good job, you got to go to school and then go to college and so on and so forth. Because they're trying to control the masses' perception of reality. That's it. All right? So if you're going to college to get that higher learning, quote unquote, then you're going to believe that you're higher than the next person who did not go to college. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why most people, when you start to even get into this information, they'll be like, well, I don't have to do that. I went to college. I don't have to research anything. I went to college. And then you'd be like, what'd you go to college for? Cosmetics. So you went to college for makeup, and you don't want to look at something you didn't. You see what I'm saying, folks? This is what we have to go through with people and the general public. You understand what I'm saying? For the people who know what I'm talking about, all right? And you've been through this when you're trying to have conversations with certain people, and they bring out that degree, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. All right? These people don't care about having or creating a better civilization. They only care about having this pyramid scheme where one's better than the other. That's it. And some people like it that way. All right. Now let's continue on here.
The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported in April of last year that as of October 2009, 70.1% of 2009 high school graduates were enrolled in colleges or universities.
Remember, this is across the country, folks. So, and I was wrong. I said 70%. It's 70.1%. I guess that's not much, but you guys know what you guys know where I'm coming from with this.
An all-time high since they began keeping this statistic, and up from 68.6% of 2008 high school graduates enrolling into college. In other words, there's no longer anything special about a college degree in America if 70% of everybody else is also attending college to receive one.
You see what I'm saying? And he had, shoot, and this dude even had to say it himself. All right? So, and that brings up another question. If 70%, and I don't mean to laugh, especially if you went to any of these colleges or whatever. If 70% of people went to college, shouldn't we be living in a utopia right now? Like, I mean, we should be seeing some crazy stuff right now, but what do you see? I don't even have to explain that. And you know that. All right? All right. Now, let's look at this. The list of alumni of Jesuit educational institutions. All right, now, in my last video, clearly talked about the Jesuits. Now, people are like, well, how could these people shape nations and have influence over entire leaders? Because they educate them. These people got an educational institution around the world, okay? Understand that everything's interconnected. It's like a giant spider web. People are like, oh, that's not connected to that. It is. I hate to tell you. Okay? Now, as you can see, look at all these names. I'm not going to read all these names, all right? I want you guys to read all these names. I want to put the link in the description, of course. Okay? But, I mean, look. I mean, I don't really have to say much more. You understand? Because you go to their college. Let's say you're a genius, right? You don't even know about this. You go to their college. They see what you're doing. They're going to step to you and be like, you want to join us? And they're talking about what they'll give you and all that. And of course you're going to join. And you will join to deceive the masses. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, look at this. Look at all these names. Okay? Why do you think there's a giant statue of Jesus in Brazil? The Jesuit order. You getting it now? It's for mass control. Right? And like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description for those who think that it's not around the world. Okay. Just check. That's it. That's what I'm going to let you do. That's what I want you to do. All right. Last part of the video here. This is the top 28 prestigious colleges in America. All right. In the United States. All right. As you can see, I know some of you probably went here or not. Who knows? All right. Look at all this. This is the college that our current president, Donald J. Trump, went to. Okay. I believe this is the college that Bill Clinton went to. All right. And I'll put the link in the description so you guys can check that out for yourself as well. All right. But last but not least, remember that you are smarter than what you think you are. Don't listen to anybody outside of you. Understand that? All right? And you don't need a degree to be who you want to be. All right? Thank you for listening, and peace and balance to the ancient ones.